This is my first live for a while, and what I want to really talk to you about is writing, how I began writing. I mean, we all have stories. My story is I do love to speak, but I also love writing. My writings began many, many years ago, I'd say over 30 years ago, and they were more channeled. That part of me that is clairaudient, what that part of me does is I hear the voice, I hear Jonah, and sometimes the information comes through very fast, very quick. So I have to get pen and paper and I start to scribe. Yeah. And as I'm scribing, the words that come through are not in the dialogue that I personally would use when I write. That's how I realized I was channeling information that was beyond me, beyond this physical, beyond my mind, beyond my knowledge. So I used to keep going and going, and it could be 2 or 3 or 4 sometimes, A4 pages full of writing. It was so easy because my mind wasn't involved. I never had to stop and go, oh, I wonder what that means, or what would I like to write? All of those things. None of that happened. It was like what we call now these days downloads. But back when I did it 30 odd years ago, I didn't understand it was a download. I just knew that I was hearing this voice and I would write. The writings became very deep for me. They would answer emotional questions for me, questions and answers for other people in such a way that it wasn't just random and it wasn't just simple. It was deep wisdom. Wisdom that what I realized over the last 30 years, wisdom that has lasted and is evergreen. I look back on some of these channeled writings that I did, and today they touch my heart. Today I feel them deeply. So what I'm trying to share with you is when we begin writing, that is the most powerful moment that you realize that there is a higher energy when you're channeling, moving the information through you. It is not your rational mind trying to analyze or think or perfect what is being written. That was how channeling started for me. That is how writing began for me. I loved it. Every moment I could do it, I would get pen and paper and I would always just take a breath, connect inside myself, and then ask, what is it you want to share with me today? And I would wait. And the first few sentences, they were just random. It was like my internal thoughts coming through, writing something. Oh, yeah, okay, I wonder what I'm going to write. And I would just write randomly, anything and everything that came through. And then a moment, something shifted. And as that shift happened, I could feel the difference inside my body. The difference was a calm energy. And the tone of the writing and the words started to change in such a way that I never doubted them. I felt them. I knew them deep within me. And I would just channel. That to me is automatic writing. That is when, for me, something greater than myself, my individual embodiment, was giving information to and through me. What I have also understood over the years, this energy that is called Jonah from the collective consciousness is not my personal guide, I will tell you that now, but it is a guide for humanity, a guide for all of us to stay on a path that exists within your soul's blueprint. Each person has that quality within them to connect to their source. That is what I love being and doing. So I just want to share that with you today, that writing for me began in a time of my life where I was deeply meditating and I started to hear the voice talking, which is now called Jonah, of course. Um, and I love it. It is my life. It is my purpose. It is who I am. So if you have ever had that moment, that feeling that there's movement within you as you write, that you start to feel a resonance deep within you, know that it is that higher part of you that is moving the energy, the words, the sentences through you. If you are a channel for divine, if you want to learn how to do this, it's as simple as picking up pen and paper, closing your eyes, waiting, just writing what I call gobbledygook at first. Just keep going. And then all of a sudden it shifts and changes. That to me is the perfection of it. I just wanted to share that today with everyone, where writing came into my life. Okay, thank you.